He was this close to proposing to his girlfriend. They were in love. So what could possibly stop that? Well, feelings that he's kind of like buried for years and years and years that we made him take a look at.
Yes, and we're talking about texting tutor, right? I just want to make sure because I'm like, no, they did not. They did not do that. So
First of all, I want to address that sound that came out of somebody's throat.
That was me.
that was not
That
me.
was
me.
Okay.
That was you, Cass? What was that?
I don't know. I don't know. Just some like air that was trapped in my lower throat that decided to make an appearance out of all the 24 hours in a day. The exact moment I unmuted my microphone.
So it couldn't quite commit to a burp.
No.
It wasn't a burp. It's just like it wasn't from the stomach.
It's like there's a
literally-
baby velociraptor in your throat.
Oh,
and that was just like, wow.
Don't worry, Cassie. What Tommy and Kaylee
Yep.
will do is they will isolate it and amplify it like they did the time I did that.
Way ahead of you.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Okay.
The problem with this mic too is it's so sensitive. So if we were in person, you would not have heard it. But this microphone is like, let's broadcast it to everybody.
I literally felt like I was a cell in your body.
Yeah, you were. We were all just the
Yeah, we
magic
were.
school bus. We got shrunken down and we were in Cassie's esophagus. And we heard it.
Mitochondria.
What are we
Okay,
doing?
I want to tell you about texting tutor, but that threw me off. So I was like, what are we talking about again? Okay, you guys remember texting tutor? We did the first texting tutor with Claire to try to get, because Claire was like, my brother's in love with my best friend. I just know it. But he's going to propose to this girlfriend that I think is a total bonehead. So we did texting tutor with Claire to Rachel to try to talk Rachel into home wrecking, right? And then we talked Rachel into having a texting tutor with us. So then Rachel calls us so we can help her text the brother, like, hey, I've had feelings for you for a long time, big long time. Okay.
Me love
And-
big long
don't say
time.
it. Don't. Okay, so don't say it. So he's like, okay, talking back to her, and he was kind of flirty, like right out the gate. Remember they have their little nicknames, Turkey. So she's like, hey, Turkey,
right.
what? I heard you heard a rumor, and I thought we should get together to clear it up. And he's like, yeah, I love rumors. And we were like, he's being so flirty, like he doesn't have a girlfriend. And then we got very like, okay, they weren't 2 seconds from proposing. He's just been with her for a few years, so it feels like that's what's going to happen next. So we're not totally home wrecking here. So we're like talking to Turkey, and Rachel's doing her thing. And then all of a sudden, remember, he was like, okay, tell the Bert show I said hi. And we were like, what the hell? It's like Matt Damon in Born Identity. Like, is he out the window watching us on the phone? So we found out that maybe Claire had like ratted us out, said
them
like
off.
Rachel's going to be
That
talking
doesn't
to
make
you.
sense to me because
I know.
she set the whole thing up. So I think he might
knew?
he might be a listener of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he wasn't hearing us live, and then it didn't air for a few days, but whatever. So they were texting back and forth, and she's like, well, I want to clear up this rumor, and he's like, well, let's do it. And they had plans to go out that weekend, correct?
Now, again, he was like this close to proposing to his girlfriend, right?
He wasn't that
According to his sister.
His sister
Yeah.
was like, I think it's imminent.
Okay. All right. So we end up texting. They end up going out. Okay.
They were going to grab drinks and they were going to be honest about each other's feelings. And we told Rachel, don't do anything. Just having a conversation isn't being a homewrecker. Just be honest and then let him take it from there and decide if he wants to stay with his girlfriend or not.
Okay, Cass, you're up.
Why are you laughing?
Because I could see the fear in your eyes that it was going to happen again.
Do you see me leaning away from
Yes.
the microphone, like just in case? Hey, Bert Show. I know you're on vacation this week, so please don't feel obligated to reply, but I promised to send you an update after he and I went out. Well, it's been quite an unexpected few days. Let's just say my friend Claire was right, and the two of us did need to talk. We both ended up confessing some pretty deep feelings for each other, and over the last few days, I've seen him multiple times, and we've talked a lot. Right now, he's feeling really confused. Even though he has really deep feelings for me, he still cares about his girlfriend, and he admitted that he loves her and was planning to propose. However, these new developments with me have put all that on hold. He says he's trying to work through those feelings and figure it out, and he asked me if I could give him some time to figure it out. To his credit, he and I have not kissed. He said he wouldn't do that despite his feelings because it wouldn't be right. However, I don't think I've wanted to kiss someone so badly before. It felt like torture. So as of right now, I'm giving him some space to figure out where his heart and head is at. If you have any advice on what my next move should be, I'd love to hear it.
Am I being too harsh by saying that the dude, I mean, no, they haven't kissed or anything, but just the pursuit and going out is already an infidelity?
I think having the conversation is one thing. If they're doing it repeatedly, yes. The one conversation, no.
And they've
Yeah.
gone out a couple of times, though. is what they said.
then that's an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing to me.
Yeah.
It's infidelity for sure.
So this should speak
Emotional
volumes to him that he shouldn't be with his quote-unquote girlfriend because
Yes.
his feelings are so strong for her.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Rachel and Ross, remember? But we
Yep.
called
Right.
Turkey.
So at this point, what do you say? Like, break up with the girlfriend? I mean, if you're going to be authentic?
I mean, she can't say anything. That's completely, it's up to him
Mm-hmm.
at this point. So she's doing the right thing by giving him space so she doesn't cross the line even further than it's already been crossed.
I think the fact that they've known each other a long, long time and he's always felt this way but didn't act on it out of respect for her is noble. And then him saying, like, we're having this conversation because we've been friends for a long time, it's veering into emotional cheating, but they haven't kissed. Like, I want to give him some credit because I think it's really cool that he's like, not going to kiss. We're not doing that. Like, we're not getting our story started in that nefarious way.
You don't feel like by just confessing your feelings, that's not emotional cheating at that point?
I mean, yeah, like
It
I
is.
said, they're stepping now that they've gone out. Like the initial conversation, you can have a conversation with a woman, that's fine. But after you have like 3 conversations that are entirely about my feelings for you are this, and I'm
Right.
very confused now about my this. Now that's emotional cheating for sure. But I still think it's noble of him to not veer into the physical cheating, even though it's hard not to do that for
Do
them.
what's right, though. Like, now you got to go back to the girlfriend and go, I'm having, like, here's what's up.
Maybe he'll put her on a break because that's what Ross said he'll do.
Of course.
The Bert Show.
Hey, do you like what you just watched? Because you can get more Bert Show for free. We drop new podcast every weekday, and you can find us anywhere. Spotify, Apple, any place you get podcasts.